Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Daniel's playing guitar on Crimson Light's patio when he spots someone inside. He packs up his instrument and walks in to greet Danny and Christine. Daniel embraces them and asks why they didn't tell him they were coming. Danny explains they had a break in the tour and wanted to check on him and Lucy. Daniel updates him and they chuckle over Phyllis finally backing off on trying to get him back to work. Danny asks, "So, how are you doing?" Daniel says he's figuring things out and adjusting to his new normal. Danny says it was devastating, but he's there to help any way he can. Daniel shares that he's been getting help. He and Tessa Porter have become friends and she taught him how to get out of his own head in his own way. He's not ready to talk about it, he's still practicing. When he gets better, he'll tell them all about it. In the park, a worried-looking Tessa leaves Mariah a voicemail. She knows she said she wanted some space, but she misses her wife. The distance between them is killing her. Whenever she's ready, she's there. She will listen and won't judge or get angry. "Call me. I love you." As she disconnects, Phyllis appears and asks, "Are you okay?" It looks like she needs a friend. Tessa grimaces and tells Phyllis, "You're not trying to be my friend. You called me here because you want something." Phyllis admits that's true. Phyllis thanks Tessa for agreeing to meet with her. They both care about Daniel. Tessa warns she still won't spy on him. Phyllis never asked her to do that, but she took her advice and backed off on trying to get him to work with her. Tessa smiles. So, what does she want from her? Phyllis is going on a trip, but she's worried about Daniel. He's trying hard to convince her nothing's wrong, but he's in a lot of pain. "I'm his mother." "I know." Phyllis wants Tessa's evaluation of where her son is at. She won't go on the trip if her son needs her. Tessa doesn't think she has any more insight. Phyllis isn't buying it. Tessa thinks Daniel is getting stronger every day. Phyllis tells her she's a great influence, they owe this progress to her. Tessa credits Daniel. Phyllis insists she's a positive influence on her son. That's why she has another request. One that's a little more involved. Tessa asks what she wants from her. Phyllis just wants her to continue to look after Daniel, she doesn't have to check in with her. Tessa says they've become friends, but he really doesn't need anyone looking after him. She doesn't think he's deeply struggling. Phyllis appreciates this, but she doesn't agree. Tearing up, Phyllis says she'll always worry about her son. Tessa understands. She promises to be a good friend to Daniel, but that is all. Phyllis, relieved, thanks her. Tessa asks, "So, you're going to Europe?" Phyllis says she's going to the south of France to meet with someone who will, undoubtedly, change her life. Tessa asks Phyllis if she's going to Genoa party. Mariah told her Sharon's going. Phyllis grimaces, but insists she's fine with Sharon. Tessa asks if she thinks Sharon and Nick will get back together. Phyllis doesn't care, she just doesn't want Sharon getting in the way of anything she's trying to do. She'd better stay out of her way. Amy and Damien discuss Genoa. At Society, Amy tells Damien she's worked up about the party in France. She can't help but wonder who this Dumas character is. Audra tells her the mystery around the man is intriguing. Damien admits he wouldn't know him if he walked in and sat across from him. Amy marvels at Damien growing into such an accomplished man. Damien says it wasn't easy, it's been a roller coaster with a lot more downs than ups. Amy thinks things have already begun to turn around. He'll soon be working with family who care about him. Damien is still trying to get his mind around it all. He was angry at first, but they're both in a better place now. She can't help but wonder if he'll ever be able to forgive her for keeping such a huge secret all these years. Damien takes his mother's hand. Sometimes he still feels hurt and angry, but he's so grateful to have her back in his life again. They laugh as they consider that Jackson would love this Dumas mystery. Amy cries that he would be so proud of Damien. She admits she's worried about this party. Does he want to meet him after he fired him? Damien's just curious, he's never met him face to face in all of these years. He's clearly got a master plan, and Damien wants to know what it is. Maybe I can help figure out what he's up to. Amy muses that Damien's inside knowledge of Dumas' operation will be helpful to Devin and Lily. Damien hopes he doesn't go all the way there and have the door slammed in his face. Amy points out that at least he'll be in the French Riviera. Damien wants to be there for the public unveiling, if that's what this is all about. Amy imagines he'll enjoy traveling with Devin and Lily. Damien enjoys Lily's company, but he needs closure. He deserves to meet the man he worked for. He wants to make sure he didn't unwittingly bring trouble to the Winter's doorstep. Abby and Lily have words. At Nate's place, Lily meets with Devin and Abby to go to France. Devin jokes about the number of bags the girls are bringing. Nate explains that Damien will be there soon, he's having breakfast with Damien. It won't be long now before the mystery surrounding Dumas will be explained. Lily's beyond ready for the reveal. Nate's uneasy about what they could be walking into at the party. Lily's convinced Amanda was on the level when she said Dumas wasn't after Winters. Devin is still worried about Victor saying Dumas knew about them months ago. Nate wonders what possible reason Dumas could have for gathering all these people under one roof. Lily's stunned to hear that Audra's been invited. Nate explains Audra pitched a publicity stunt to help get her company off the ground. Lily and Devin are skeptical. Abby guesses Dumas knows Victor is backing her endeavor. Lily wonders if Dumas is Tucker. Devin says the timing doesn't make any sense. He would have had to establish the secret identity before he even came back to town, but Abby's not so sure. Nate says they'll know for sure soon enough. Regardless, they shouldn't underestimate him. Lily warns they also shouldn't underestimate Victor. Abby bristles at Lily's take on her father, but Lily points out that Victor won't like Dumas having the upper hand. Abby defends her father as a shrewd businessman. She doesn't always agree with her dad's methods, but the outcome isn't always bad. He encouraged Lily to work with her family again. Lily scoffs at her using the word encouraged, and informs her the end didn't justify the means. Abby insists her father went out of his way to check into Damien and try to protect Winters. Lily still thinks they should have their eyes open. Victor might try to take advantage of Dumas. Aristotle might even want to enlist them to go against Victor. Nate wonders which side they would choose. Abby hopes they wouldn't side against her father. Devin tries to reassure Abby, and Lily says she hopes it won't come to choosing sides. Abby reminds them of the loyalty her father always showed to Neil. Dangling Chancellor in front of Lily and then ripping it away wasn't nice, but Abby honestly believes Victor was doing what he thought Neil would have wanted for Lily. Lily scoffs that's very presumptuous of him. They go back to speculating about Dumas' identity. Nate assumes this party is a fact-finding mission on Dumas' part. He encourages them to embrace the mystery of it all. The reality is that they can't stop what's coming, they might as well buckle up and enjoy the ride. Amy and Damien arrive, and they all talk about taking Amy overseas when her doctors clear her for travel. Talk quickly turns back to Dumas and his real identity. Lily says they've been talking about him so much, she feels like she already knows him. Damien asks Nate to look after Amy, who hugs him. He then leaves with Abby, Devin and Lily. Once alone, Amy tells Nate, "I miss him already." Nate muses that they have a lot of lost time to make up for. Fortunately, they found each other again. She tells Nate that when she hugged Damien just now, she felt a chill down her spine. He thinks it's worry and a little grief at seeing him leave again. She's sure that's all it is. At Crimson Lights, Danny tells Daniel he'll be in town for a while. Daniel says Lucy will be thrilled. He's looking forward to some home-cooked meals. They joke about Danny's secret sauce recipe. Daniel admits having his dad there feels like a weight's been lifted. At that moment, Phyllis walks in and looks at her son with her hands on her hips. Tessa looks on nervously. Tessa waves at Daniel and takes off for the patio. Phyllis tells Danny she can't stay, she's on her way to France on business. She's going to a party given by Aristotle Dumas. Christine's heard of him, but he doesn't meet with anybody. Phyllis says he's revealing himself to an elite few, and she is part of it. Christine asks who she had to bribe for that invitation. Phyllis accuses Christine of being jealous and needles her for bouncing around on tour with the roadies. Christine's suspicious of whatever Phyllis is trying to pull. Danny interrupts to sympathize with Phyllis about the ordeal she and Sharon went through. Phyllis says it was terrible, at one point she thought Cricket might be behind it. Swerving, Phyllis asks if Daniel's told his father about playing guitar yet. Daniel groans that it was a surprise. Danny's thrilled to hear it anyway. Daniel tells him learning chords eases the tension. Danny thinks they could burn up the stage together. Daniel says, absolutely not. Danny learns Tessa's been teaching his son. Daniel brings her over to chat with Danny and Christine. They all want to hear Daniel play, but he refuses. Tessa suggests they let her student decide when he's ready. Phyllis has to go but pulls Daniel outside first to tell him she'll miss him. He worries about her and asks if she's sure she's doing this for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. Phyllis worries about Danya and the bug showing up just as she's leaving. She's sure they'll run her down when she's not there and try to influence him. She likes having him to herself. Daniel tells her it's not a contest. He loves both of his wonderful parents. You a little bit more, he teases. She tells him she loves him, and he wishes her luck, asking her to keep him posted. They embrace. Phyllis rejoins Danny and Christine, and tells the blonde, "Don't get too comfortable. I will be back." She walks out and Christine wonders how Dumas is giving her the time of day. Daniel shrugs that the party sounds sketchy, but maybe this will be the thing that turns his mother's life around. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.